Hi, today we're going to have fun. It's October, actually October 29th today. We're in Arches National Park. So we're going to cook kind of like a witch's brew slash soup that we just made up. It's going to be real yummy. So let's start here. I've had this hanging over the fire for about 15 minutes, getting all preheated. But what I want to do is I'm going to saute some onions in here. So what I want to do is we have some avocado oil. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of this in this Dutch oven. I'm using a 12-inch Dutch oven here, so we'll pour a little bit of that in there. It's kind of leaning to one side, but we should be okay. So, and this is some crushed garlic. We'll do about a tablespoon of that. So we'll just kind of eyeball that. Be careful of the flame. That fire is hot. Put that there. No, I'm going to use that. So then we have right about 2/3 of an onion, or we'll put this in here. And I'm going to cook this until the onions are about done, and then we'll add the other ingredients to it. But I think I'll just leave the lid off for a minute and let that do its thing. Let me get it all down here because it's slanted to the one side. But I don't want to use that plastic for it. So let's do this. Let's do that. That'll be okay. I need to get me a spoon, but let's do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make some beer bread too in this other Dutch oven. So let me get this. I need to melt some butter. So let's put some briquettes on the ground here. Smoke. Let's just pile a bunch right there. Tongs there. So what I'm doing, I'm just melting the butter for the beer bread mix, and then it'll all go in there. So we'll do bread in that, yummy witch's brew in that, and so we'll be back shortly to go to the next step. Okay, we preheated the 10-inch Dutch oven, so let's melt the butter. So I have a half a cube there, plus a little bit more, because some will stay in this, because this butter will get poured over the loaf after we put it in there. So I'm just going to let that butter melt. I'll put the lid on to save a little heat. Let's look at this witch's brew. I still don't have a spoon. So, but yeah, look at those onions. They're browning up nice. So we'll be right back to start this soup. Okay, the butter's still melting for the bread, but we want to get this soup going. So I just have some beef broth here. So let's pour a little of this in here. Put that in. Yeah, this is awesome. Cooking over the fire. Put that in there. Move over here. That smoke's getting me, but I'm going to just put that container in, and then let's add the rest, and then I'll kind of put the rest in. Yeah, we just cut up some sweet potatoes. We have carrots, broccoli, celery, and some onions. Just put this in. That flame's hot right there. Let's feed this from this side. We're just going to put this in here. Make up some good brew here. So that, and then we have some lentils, about a 1/3 cup lentils we'll put in here. Yeah, look at that, that's sweet. Get a little spoon going here. Look at those colors. We're just gonna boil this over this nice campfire until these veggies are done, and this witch's brew will be good. Then we have some cubed ham, so let's put some ham in here. I don't know if we want to do the whole pack. We'll just kind of go with that. Maybe a couple more. All right, now we have another beef broth. So I just think I'll just add a little bit more right now and just kind of see how it goes. So that's about a 1/3 more of that container. And then I'll just put the lid back on, and we'll let it let it do its thing for 10 or 15 minutes. Then we'll kind of eyeball it and see how it's doing. It's kind of hard to judge the heat with that fire, but this is fun. So while we're here, let's look at this butter. So yeah, the butter's about melted, so we'll get the bread going here in a second, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're ready. Let's get this bread going. So here it is. This is what we bought. It's just from Trader Joe's. It's a beer bread mix. You just add 1 beer, half a stick of butter, and optional shredded cheese, which we did. So we're just going to put this in the Dutch oven. We're cooking this at 350, and I have a 10-inch Dutch oven, so I have 8 briquettes there. So we'll just set this there, and then here's the dough. Just kind of put this. This calls for in the oven, but we're gonna do this fun stuff in the Dutch oven. So get this in there, kind of push that down a little bit, because I'm gonna form it to that bottom of the Dutch oven. But this will cook for, it says about 50 minutes, but we'll probably check it in 30 or so. But then here's the melted butter. So I just want to pour this over the top. This dough will go like that. Oh, that looks yummy. So at 350, we have 8 briquettes on the bottom. We'll put the lid on. I want 12 on top. So let's do this. There's 6. Should be good right there. So this will just cook for about 30 minutes or so. And then we'll check that. But let's check out this witch's brew here. Let's pull this lid off. Oh, it's steaming up. That's what we want. So I kind of think we'll just leave it at that height. But we're going to squeeze some lemon in this witch's brew. Looks like about a half a lemon or so. Kind of give it a little good flavor. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. The fire is still hot right there, so let me move over here. We'll do it from the back side. There. Oh, yummy. Okay, then we're going to give it some seasoning. We have some salt and pepper. Just put a little bit in here for now. And then some ground turmeric. Get that going. Just a little bit of that. Season it how you want, but this is parsley flakes. Here we go. Get a little green stuff in there. Good flavor. And last we have ground cumin. Put a little bit of that in there. And then we'll just put the lid back on. We'll probably check this witch's brew about the time we check the bread. So we'll see you back. Hang on. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, so let's see how this bread's doing. Lift the lid off here and kind of check this out. Look at that. Oh, sweet. It's getting dark. We're running out of sunlight. Oh, that smells so good. Let me kind of poke this. I think it's about done. So that's been cooking for 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna put the lid back on, but I think that bread's pretty close. But yeah, let's take a look at this witch's brew now and see how it's doing. Kind of turn this a little bit so I can get this off. Look at that. Let me kind of hold the light up there. Look at that, bubbling. Them lentils, that's all cooking up sweet. Awesome. I think that's about done too. So let's just put that lantern there. I'm gonna set the lid back on here, and then we'll get ready to dish this up and have some dinner. Okay, we're ready to dish this up. So let's get some of this bread going. This smells so good. My stand fell over. Let's get that. Set that right there. Kind of cut this. Let's bring this light over here a little bit. Look at that. Cheese is in there. Nice. Just cut a little piece out of there. Grab this plate. Look at that. Comes right out of there. That is sweet. There's the beer bread. We cooked this in the Dutch oven. Let me set that there. I'm going to scoot this lantern over because I'm going to set the soup right here so we can dish it out. This nice witch's brew. Oh, it's awesome. Let's check this out. Oh yeah. Look at that. I'm going to set that there. Let's give this a little stir. Look at that. That is just awesome. So, we'll get a bowl next to my bread and serve this. Yeah, this has been great. But look at that. Here we have it. Let me set that right there. Witch's brew soup. Some nice beer bread made in the Dutch oven. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.